Have you ever just stopped and wondered what's really down there in the deepest, darkest parts of our oceans? Well, today, we're actually going to find out. We're taking a virtual voyage, so no scuba gear needed. Just, hop aboard our submersible and let's journey together to the very bottom of the sea.
So, what would it really be like? That's the big question, right? And we're about to answer it. Our trip is going to take us all the way from the sunlit surface, which is just teeming with life, down to the crushing, absolute darkness of the Challenger Deep. All right, let the descent begin.
Okay, so our journey kicks off just below the waves, here in the sunlit zone. This is the part of the ocean we all know and love, right? It's a vibrant, bustling place where sunlight fuels this incredible explosion of life. I mean, just look around. It's absolutely humming with activity.
And just like that, we're at 130 feet. This is where we wave goodbye to the last of the recreational scuba divers. Why? Well, the water pressure is already getting way too intense. From this point on, it's a world you can only get to with some seriously specialized equipment, like this sub.
But there is still so much to see. We are deep in the territory of apex predators like the orca. I mean, these guys have absolutely no natural enemies. We might also spot a whale shark, which is the largest fish in the world, and they can live for over 130 years. And you gotta keep an eye out for the giant Pacific octopus. They can hang out anywhere from here all the way down to 6,600 feet.
So, as we keep sinking deeper, the whole world outside is starting to change. We're now entering what's called the mesopelagic zone, or, as most people call it, the twilight zone. And it's a perfect name for it. This is where the sunlight really starts to fade. It's losing its battle against the incredible depth of the water.
We're at almost 500 feet now, and the change is just dramatic. Nearly all of the sunlight has been scattered and swallowed up by the water above us. We're down to just 1% of what you'd see at the surface. From here on in, our world is only going to get darker.
All right, we're passing 660 feet. Now, keep your eyes peeled. Look out that viewport, because you just might see something that looks like it swam right out of a mythology book.
And there it is, the giant oarfish. These unbelievable creatures are what experts think started all those sea serpent legends from sailors back in the day. And you can totally see why, right? I mean, this thing can reach up to 36 feet long. It's just an awe-inspiring and maybe a little terrifying sight to see.
Around this depth, we're entering a really weird zone where the physics get a little funky. It's called the SOFAR channel. What happens here is the water conditions make the speed of sound hit its absolute minimum. This creates this amazing natural highway for sound, letting low-frequency noises travel for literally thousands of miles. It's how fin whales can communicate across entire oceans.
To give you a real sense of scale for how deep we are right now, think about this. The Burj Khalifa, the tallest building on the planet. If you could place it on the seafloor right here, its very tip would still be way below the waves. We have truly left the surface world behind.
And with that, we've left the last trace of light behind. We are now entering the midnight zone. It is a world of absolute, complete darkness and unbelievable pressure that could crush an unprotected person in an instant. The creatures that live down here are, well, they're unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Life down here is just extreme. We might catch a glimpse of the legendary giant squid. Their eyes are the size of frisbees. Great white sharks patrol these depths too, but they're not hunting by sight. It's all about their incredible sense of smell. And it's not just animals. Geology is happening down here too, with deep ocean volcanoes like West Mata constantly reshaping the seafloor.
We are now passing 6,000 feet. The pressure on the hull of our sub is immense, and the darkness outside is absolute. The only light is coming from our own submersible, cutting through a world that has never, ever seen the sun.
Okay, here's another way to wrap your head around our depth. If you took the entire Grand Canyon and placed it right here, it would be completely submerged. We are sitting at what would be its lowest point, and there would still be a mile of water above us.
So we've just hit a pretty big milestone, 12,100 feet. This is the average depth of the world's oceans. We've basically passed the normal seafloor, so everything from here on out, we're descending into the true abyss.
So what kind of monsters are we talking about down here below the midnight zone? Well, the pressure is basically like having an elephant stand on your thumbnail, and the things that live here have evolved some truly nightmarish ways to survive.
At 15,000 feet, we meet the stuff of nightmares. You've got the famous anglerfish luring its prey into the total darkness with that creepy glowing lure. And then there's the black swallower. It's an eel-like fish with a stomach so stretchy it can swallow prey twice its own size whole. All right, buckle up. We are now starting our final descent into the Mariana Trench. This is the least explored, most mysterious place on our entire planet. We are heading for the very bottom.
As we pass 18,900 feet, if you look down, somewhere below us in that darkness is the SS Rio Grande, the deepest shipwreck ever found. It sank way back in 1941, and nobody found it for another 55 years. It's just a testament to the unbelievable scale of these depths.
You might be expecting some kind of monster, but down here at 26,000 feet, we find the Mariana snailfish. It's surprisingly kind of cute, right? Its body is translucent and built to withstand pressure that would literally pulverize bone. This is the last vertebrate, the last fish we will see on our journey down.
And that's it. The engines are powering down. Outside our viewport, there's nothing. Just a calm, crushing stillness. We've made it. We are resting on the floor of the Challenger Deep. The final depth reading is 35,853 feet. That is nearly 7 miles. Straight down. We are at the lowest point on the surface of planet Earth.
You know, very few humans have ever been to this exact spot. And while there are no fish, life does exist here, in the form of these little shrimp-like invertebrates and microbes that have adapted to this unbelievably extreme environment. This is one of science's final frontiers, and its secrets are still just waiting to be discovered.
Our journey from the sunlit surface all the way to the crushing dark of the abyss, it really just shows how much of our own planet is still a total mystery. And it leaves us with one final thought. Faced with the immense risks and the unimaginable wonders of the unknown, would you dare to explore it?